Hercules. Just saying the name sends shivers down your spine, doesn't it? He's the ultimate symbol of strength, a demigod who walked the earth and battled monsters we wouldn't even dream of. But Hercules wasn't always the mighty hero we know. He started as a half-god, half-mortal, born with incredible power but also with human flaws. His dad? None other than Zeus, the king of the gods. That's right, the big guy on Mount Olympus. But being Zeus's son wasn't all sunshine and lightning bolts. It came with a price, a serious price. We're talking about the wrath of Hera, Zeus's wife. Hera was jealous. Can you blame her? Imagine your husband, a god, having a kid with a mortal woman. Not cool, right? So Hera made Hercules' life a living nightmare. But that's what makes his story so awesome. He faced every challenge, every monster, every trick Hera threw at him. And he didn't just survive, he triumphed. Hercules' story is about overcoming impossible odds. It's about finding your inner strength, even when the gods themselves seem against you. It's a story that's been told and retold for centuries, and it never gets old. Why? Because it reminds us that even the most ordinary-looking demigod can become a legend. Hera, queen of the gods, was not happy about Hercules, not one bit. She saw him as a living reminder of her husband's infidelity, a constant thorn in her side. So she decided to make his life miserable. From the moment he was born, she targeted him with her fury. Her first attempt to get rid of Hercules was brutal. She sent 2 massive serpents to kill him in his cradle. Can you imagine that? 2 giant snakes slithering into your nursery? But even as a baby, Hercules showed his incredible strength. He strangled the serpents with his bare hands. Game over, snakes. As Hercules grew older, Hera's schemes became more cunning. She used her divine powers to mess with his mind, driving him to commit terrible acts. In a fit of madness induced by Hera, Hercules killed his own family. It was a tragedy that haunted him for the rest of his life. Talk about a serious case of guilt. However, this tragedy became a turning point in Hercules' story. It forced him to confront the consequences of his actions and seek redemption. He was determined to atone for his sins and prove his worth, not to the gods, but to himself. After killing his family, Hercules was consumed by guilt. He sought advice from the Oracle of Delphi, hoping to find a way to redeem himself. The Oracle's answer? 12 seemingly impossible tasks known as the 12 labors. These weren't your everyday chores, like taking out the trash or cleaning your room. We're talking about battling monstrous creatures, facing down terrifying beasts, and undertaking perilous journeys. Each labor was more dangerous than the last, designed to test Hercules' strength, courage, and cunning. But these weren't just random acts of heroism. Each labor served a purpose, often ridding the world of a terrible danger or righting a wrong. The labors pushed Hercules to his absolute limits. They forced him to confront his fears and overcome challenges that would make even the bravest demigod tremble. But through it all, Hercules persevered. He knew that completing these tasks was the only way to atone for his past and find peace. Let's talk monsters. The labors brought Hercules face to face with some of the most terrifying creatures in Greek mythology. First up, the Nemean lion. This wasn't your average lion. This beast had impenetrable skin, meaning no sword or arrow could pierce it. Talk about a challenge. But Hercules, being Hercules, found a way. He wrestled the lion with his bare hands and choked it to death. Then he made a cloak from its hide, because why not? Nothing says invincible like a lion's skin coat. Then there was the Hydra, a multi-headed serpent with poisonous breath. For every head you chopped off, 2 more grew back. Talk about a nightmare. But Hercules, with the help of his nephew Iolaus, figured out a way to cauterize the wounds, preventing the heads from regenerating. Teamwork makes the dream work, even when battling multi-headed monsters. And let's not forget the Erymanthian boar, a gigantic, ferocious pig that terrorized the countryside. Hercules chased it through the snow, finally trapping it in a net. He then carried the exhausted boar back to the king who had given him the task. Talk about a heavy load. These are just 3 of the 12 monstrous beings Hercules faced. Each encounter tested his strength and resolve, proving that he was more than just a demigod with a temper. The labors were just the beginning. Hercules' life was a non-stop adventure, filled with quests, battles, and even a few romances. He sailed with the Argonauts in search of the Golden Fleece, wrestled the giant Antaeus, and even captured Cerberus, the three-headed guard dog of the underworld. Talk about a bad dog walker. But Hercules' greatest battles weren't always against monsters and titans. He also struggled with his own inner demons, the guilt and anger that haunted him. It was in these moments, when he faced his own flaws, that Hercules truly proved his heroism. He showed that true strength wasn't just about physical power, but also about conquering your inner demons. Through his trials and triumphs, Hercules became a symbol of hope for mortals and a legend among the gods. He showed that even a demigod could overcome adversity, atone for his sins, and achieve greatness. Hercules wasn't just a hero in Greece. His legend spread far and wide, even reaching the edges of the known world. One story tells of how he split a mountain range, creating the Strait of Gibraltar and the iconic Pillars of Hercules. These massive rock formations, standing guard at the entrance to the Mediterranean Sea, became a symbol of his power and a testament to his far-reaching influence. Imagine a hero so strong he could reshape the very landscape. The Pillars of Hercules became a reminder that even the impossible was possible. They marked the boundary between the known and the unknown, challenging adventurers to explore beyond the familiar and discover new worlds. The story of the Pillars of Hercules is a powerful metaphor for the impact he had on the world. He pushed the boundaries of what was possible, inspiring others to do the same. His legend became a beacon of hope and a testament to the enduring power of human will. Hercules' story didn't end with his death. His legend lived on, inspiring countless works of art, literature, and mythology. From ancient Greek sculptures to Renaissance paintings, Hercules has been depicted as a symbol of strength, courage, and the triumph of good over evil. Imagine walking through a museum and seeing a statue of Hercules, his muscles rippling as he holds up the weight of the world. Or picture a vibrant painting capturing the fury of his battle with the Nemean lion. Each piece of art tells a story, preserving his legend for generations to come. Hercules' story wasn't just about brute force, it was also about redemption, the struggle to overcome our flaws and become better versions of ourselves. This timeless theme continues to resonate with audiences today, making him a relatable and enduring hero. Okay, so maybe we can't all be demigods who slay hydras and wear lion skin cloaks. But Hercules' story teaches us that even ordinary people can be heroes. It's about facing our fears, even when they seem as huge and scary as a three-headed dog. It's about standing up for what we believe in, even when the odds are stacked against us. Hercules messed up, big time. He made mistakes, some of them tragic, but he never gave up on trying to be better. He dedicated his life to atoning for his sins and fighting for what was right. And that's what makes him a true hero. His story reminds us that everyone makes mistakes. It's what we do afterward that defines us. Do we give up, or do we rise to the challenge and strive to be better? Hercules chose the latter, proving that redemption is always possible, no matter how dark our past may seem. Fast forward a few thousand years. Hercules is still going strong. His story continues to inspire movies, books, comic books, and even video games. From Disney's animated classic to blockbuster action films, Hercules remains a popular and enduring figure in modern culture. Why is Hercules still so popular? Maybe it's because we all crave a little adventure in our lives. Maybe it's because we admire his strength and determination. Or maybe it's because his story reminds us that even in the face of overwhelming odds, it's possible to overcome our challenges and achieve greatness. Whatever the reason, Hercules' legacy lives on. His story continues to inspire us to push our limits, fight for what we believe in, and never give up on our dreams. He reminds us that even when we face our own personal monsters, we have the strength within us to overcome them. Hercules' journey is a testament to the power of the human spirit. He teaches us that true strength lies not just in physical prowess, but also in courage, resilience, and the will to overcome adversity. His story reminds us that even in the darkest of times, hope and redemption are within reach. So the next time you're facing a challenge, remember Hercules. Remember the demigod who battled monsters, faced down gods, and triumphed over impossible odds. His story is a reminder that within each of us lies the potential for greatness. We all have our own personal monsters to face, our own labors to complete, but like Hercules, we have the strength within us to overcome them. It's up to us to tap into that strength, to face our fears, and to never give up on our journey to become the heroes of our own stories. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.